Hi everyone, so today I'm coming to you with a very spring style when we are only in January, but I figured I would put a bit of fresh colors and some pink and a braid, which I never do, but I figured it would be fun to go a bit more spring style today. Anyways, I'm so excited today because we are doing a new Q&A about my fashion school experience. Last time I filmed a video related to fashion school was back in September last year, so about 4 or 5 months ago, which is crazy. So I figured I would film a new one today because I know a lot of you guys watch my videos because of my fashion school experience videos. So if you enjoy my channel and you want to see more fashion school experience videos, please subscribe to my channel because to me it means a lot. It just boosts a bit my channel, encourages me to create more videos about this subject or this topic. So you can subscribe, the red button below, it's 100% free. And well, as I always say, it means a lot to me. Anyways, today I'm doing a new Q&A because the last Q&A did really well. All of my videos regarding fashion school work really well on my channel. I get a lot of DMs from you guys asking me questions or telling me that the videos helped you a lot. So this means the world to me, and this is why I think this video is going to be super interesting for most of you guys. If you're new here, hi, I'm Melissa. I am a fashion school graduate, and this is why I do a lot of videos regarding my fashion school experience. Just to summarize very fast, but I really invite you to go check out the playlist that I will link below and put around the screen because I have around 4 to 5 videos about my fashion school experience, so you guys can really know more about what I studied, what I did exactly before watching this Q&A. I think it will be much better to do it that way. Otherwise, if you're all caught up and you know what I've done, this video is perfect right now for you guys. Anyways, if you're new here, I actually studied fashion communication and new media at Istituto Marangoni, a very, very prestigious and famous fashion school in Milan. And then I did a master course in the same campus, the same school, and I did it in fashion promotion, communication, and media there. I graduated in October 2019, and since then I've been working in the fashion industry now, so fashion and lifestyle and luxury industry to be exact. So right now I just figured it would be great to give you a little bit of my tips, my tricks, and my own experience in Marangoni Milan. So let's get going. I actually chose the most popular questions, a bit like I did back in September. I had chosen the questions I get the most on Instagram, especially in my DMs, and I figured it would be great for you guys to see other questions that I get a lot, and I can answer them today. The first one is, what courses can you follow at Marangoni? I get this question a lot, but unfortunately it's always a question I'm not able to answer, but I really wanted to put it in this Q&A like this, you guys know what to do if you have that particular question. It's not a good idea to ask me because I actually graduated a year and a half ago, which is quite a bit of time for school. You know, things change all the time, courses and all of that. And most importantly, I do not know all the courses that are available at Marangoni, especially because they change from campus to campus. If it's in Milan, Paris, it's different. And I don't want to tell you something wrong or, you know, just like give wrong information. So I really encourage you guys to go check out their actual website. It's really well done. It changed a lot through the years, and now I think it's really clear. They have all of the fashion design courses listed there, and even the art courses, because I believe there's art courses. So I really encourage you to go check it out. I will link their website below so you can just click on it and have a look at all the courses they offer, because yeah, for me it's really tricky to answer this question. So just to have it out there, go check out their website because there's all the info there. Afterwards, I have a question regarding business and creativity. A lot of people actually ask me, oh, you know, I'm super creative, but I've done some economy before, finance. I want to go into fashion business, but will I be bored and will I be sad that I can't be creative? This is such a good question, especially now, because back when I studied in Marangoni, we had, for the 3-year course, I'm talking about really like the bachelor degree 3-year course, we had fashion business and fashion communication and new media. I went into fashion communication and new media because I had never done economy or finance, and I didn't really want to go in the business field. I wanted to go into marketing and into a more creative field. If you want to do something creative, I would have told you go into fashion communication, not fashion business. However, I think since about, I think it was like the last year or so, it changed. I don't remember exactly, but once I graduated the 3-year course in fashion communication and new media, they decided to merge fashion business and communication, which is super interesting because now I would really recommend that course for the 3-year course in Marangoni. I'm not sure again if it's the same in Paris and in London, but I know in Milan they have it at the moment. So it's super interesting because business, back in the days when I was in Marangoni for the 3-year course, they were doing a lot of things related to obviously, you know, finance, business plans, economy, prices, like they were talking a lot about the prices of the clothing. I think they even had to create their whole like collection, obviously not design it in detail, but they had to even, I think, design a little bit of it and give prices, explain where they would sell it. It's a lot about retail. There's a lot of other things. Obviously I didn't take business, so I don't exactly know, but from my friends who did, that's what I understood. And in communication, we had more related to journalism. We had a bit of graphic design, we did PR, we did marketing on digital and in the press. So this is kind of a difference. And I would say that from my point of view, it was very creative what I chose. So the fact that they merged both classes, or both courses rather now, it's really, really great. And I would just tell you, like, if you're searching to do a 3-year course in Marangoni Milan, really take that one, because I think you will get the best of both worlds. Afterwards, I get a question. This one, I get it so much and I feel so bad because I can't answer it. And once again, I wanted to tell you this because a lot of people tell me, how can I get a scholarship? How do I apply for a scholarship? Unfortunately, I do not know because I did not go through that. I did not have to apply for a scholarship when I studied in Marangoni. Thankfully, I was very lucky that I was not in the necessity to, but I believe there's a section on their website once again where they talk about how to get a scholarship or how to apply for it. And honestly, text them. I think you can text them on WhatsApp, you can call the administration people, and most of the time they answer quite fast. It really depends the campus and the people and the time of the year, but usually they answer quite fast. Hopefully, it shouldn't be too hard to apply for a scholarship, but I really don't know the terms and the conditions, and I don't know the details, but I really encourage you to ask the school directly or even go visit the campus and ask the people there. You know, that's besides the point. Just to tell you that unfortunately I do not know, so I cannot answer that question. I would just tell you guys, go check out the website for more info. Then I get a lot the, did you have to learn Italian in Milan? Well, basically for my classes, I chose to do the course in English. So most of my classes were in English. I had to write my essays in English, my projects were in English, like everything was in English regarding my own homework and work. However, in Milan, I'm not sure about the other campuses once again, but in Milan, a lot of teachers are Italians, like professionals. You know, obviously most teachers are actually really from the industry and they're professionals in their field, but most of them are Italians and they struggle a bit with English, so they would give classes in Italian and we had a translator and little earphones to listen to the translation. However, after the first year of my 3-year course, I can tell you that I stopped listening because it gets a little bit tough because it's obviously not in real time. Like, you get a bit of a lag in between, a lag if I can say so, but in between what the teacher says and what the translator says. So it's really tough when they ask questions because you get the translation like 2 minutes after. No, I'm kidding, not that much, but like it's even 30 seconds is stuff. So, but what I did is I would just stop listening, and like this, I learned a bit of Italian. I understood quite well after 3 years. And before joining Marangoni for my master's in 2019, I decided to learn Italian to be able to just really get like around the city very well, to understand better, and just for myself it was really important to learn the language as well. So I did a little diploma, like a B1. It's just like a medium level, and just because for the classes it helps, but also just for the daily life in Milan, I would recommend knowing the basis of Italian, even though if you only know English you can really do quite a bit over there anyways. But yeah, that's my answer for that. So I did learn it, but you don't necessarily have to learn it if you choose to do the courses in English. After I get, what type of job can you do after the fashion communication course? I did both. I did the 3-year course and the master's, but the question I guess is just in general, like once you do communication in fashion, what can you do after? There's really 3 different fields you can get into after the fashion communication course. The first one is PR, so public relations, and the second one is digital marketing, or marketing in general as well, because you could do it also printed campaigns and all of that stuff. And then the third one is journalism. So that's really the 3 ones that I would say after the 3-year course that I did. So now with business is different, but after the 3-year course I did and the master course that is fashion promotion, communication, media, these are kind of the 3 fields you can go into. Everybody is so different. Like I have friends doing like data related stuff. I have friends in e-commerce. Some of them are in PR. I'm in digital marketing, but I also do a bit of PR in journalism. It's a little bit complex. So I'm just saying, like, a lot of people go into different fields, but you know, it's totally doable. Like, I guess it's a great course because you can do a lot of different things after. Did you have an overall good experience? I always get this question. I already answered it in my first Q&A, but I will say it again. Yes, I did have a good overall experience. I would say that my 2 first years were a little bit harder because I was getting used to living alone. I was not a fan of the city. I was not a fan of the courses and all that. It was really hard for me to kind of get into it. But my last year of my 3-year course and my master course, especially the master's, was amazing. I would recommend it 100%. I think overall you are really well taken care of. You learn a lot. You're very creative. The city Milan is quite amazing for a student. I think you have everything you need without being in a huge city either. It's pretty big, but it's not huge. For the people always ask me actually on Instagram, or are girls or people there mean? Well, you have to just know that you are in a school where there's a lot of girls. There are boys as well, but mostly girls. I've only been in classes with, 95% girls, to be honest. And obviously between girls, sometimes it's a bit tricky. So yes, there will be drama. And yes, sometimes it wasn't always easy either on my side. You won't love everyone. It's also hard because it is the fashion industry. And even if fashion industry is amazing and beautiful, sparkly and glamorous and fun and creative and all that, it has also a bit of a darker side to it. So yes, you have to be aware of these things. But overall, I wouldn't say that it's ruined my experience there. And I would definitely do it all over again. Now, if I go into the last question, this one is, courses in Milan are not accredited. Is that an issue? As you probably know, if you watch my first video I've ever done about my 3-year course, the courses in Milan, Marangoni Milan, are not accredited. It means they don't have credits recognized by universities around the world. This can be a big issue if after the 3-year course you want to change and you want to go into a master's in a different field, a different university, and a different country. Me, after a 3-year course, I think it was after the 2nd year, I wanted to go into sports management or sports marketing in Germany, in a regular university, nothing crazy. Not a school, just a uni. And basically, I remember I was super interested. I had finished, I think, my 2nd year, or I was going to finish my 2nd year. I don't remember exactly. And when I went to get more information about the school, they told me, unfortunately, we cannot give you the possibility to enter or apply for the master's degree here because you don't get credits after your 3-year course. So we do not know how to measure your potential and your ability. This can be an issue if after a 3-year course, you want to get into a master's degree and you want to do something completely different. That's a big issue with the Milan campus. However, most people who go to these type of schools, they kind of want to stay in fashion. So if you want to do a master's in a fashion school afterwards, it should normally 90% of the time work because fashion schools around the world are aware of the situation. They know what Marangoni is about, and they know that, even though you don't get credits at the end, you still did your 3-year course. So if you want to go to probably other schools, I don't know all the schools of fashion in the world, but in London or New York and stuff like that, they should be able to recognize your 3-year course degree. And if you want to continue Marangoni, obviously they know that you got your 3-year course, whether you go to Paris, London, you can totally switch. You can do a master's in another campus of Marangoni, even if you did your 3-year course in Milan, because they know what you did, so it works pretty well. And then for the master's, to be honest, I wouldn't necessarily say you need the one with the credits. So if you want to do a master course in Milan, that's not a big deal. The only big difference, I would say, besides the way teacher teach, because it is different from Paris, London to Milan, it's really different. But besides that, in London and Paris, if you do a master's there in their campuses there, you have to do a really big thesis with lots of words. It's pretty big. You have a few months to work on it. Whilst in Milan, you only have a small kind of project to do, not an actual thesis. This is why it's not as long. So yeah, that didn't bother me. I didn't need credits for the master's, but that's just something to know if you want to go to the campus there. So yeah, you can also DM me actually on Instagram. I always answer. I've answered a lot of you guys on there because I got a lot of questions from all of you since I started this kind of series on my channel. So don't hesitate to send the questions to me, and then I always try to choose the most popular ones to then put into a Q&A like I did today. I'm sure there will be another one around springtime with other questions that I received because there's always many questions. Don't forget to subscribe, as I said, or follow me on Instagram as well if you're interested. And I'll see you next week in my next video.